Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley, also known as Ashley She Wrote. And in today's video, I am going to share with you my top 4 most used apps while living in New York City. I've been here for 6 years and these apps I feel like not a lot of people know about, because even I talk to people and I talk to my friends and they're like, wait, what's this app? What are you doing? What is this? There's 2 apps that I have definitely used since I first moved here. And then there's 2 additional apps that I learned through social media and also learned from friends. We're gonna go ahead and get started. And if you like this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because I do make a lot of vlogs and other kind of content that I don't want you to miss. So let's get started with the video. The first app is called City Mapper. This is like my most used app for sure. There is Google Maps, there's Apple Maps, yes, but I find in the city that City Mapper works so much better and it's just like way more accurate. Okay, so let me give some examples. Basically, if you've never been in the city and rode the subway, essentially the subway, you lose service in between stations unless you're like above ground. But if you're underground, you lose service in between stations. And I find that City Mapper, once you finally regain your service, it immediately catches on and you're back in business, and you can it catches up to which stop you're at. I find with Google Maps, Apple Maps, it doesn't really do that so much. And I also find that Google Maps and Apple Maps is less accurate as far as train times. That does not mean that I don't use Apple Maps or Google Maps. Sometimes I do use it to compare, but City Mapper is for sure like my number one. I'm gonna go ahead and start my screen recording here so you can see a little bit of what this app looks like. Right now, obviously, I'm not sharing my location with this app, but you definitely need to. The one thing I really love about this app is that it gives you so many options. And sometimes the options that I see on City Mapper are not available on Apple Maps or Google Maps. I think that maybe I don't really know. I don't really know the reason for that. New York City is just like, as far as transportation, it is just like, it's very unique. So let's say I wanted to go from Times Square, 42nd Street to 81st Street Museum of Natural History. Put it in. I want to leave right now. And so it gives you all of these options. And that would literally just take me 12 minutes. So the B, I know the B is express. Actually, I actually think the D is, the B and the D is actually express. So like even me being here for 6 years, there's still so much to learn. So it says that the Uptown 42nd Street Bryant Park B train is gonna come in 3 minutes. Okay, so let's say I'm here, I'm at Times Square. It says, okay, let's walk to 42nd Street Bryant Park. I need to catch the B Uptown. So it's like important to look at those signs. And then I need to make sure that the train like next to B says 145th Street. There's one in 2 minutes, there's one in 5 minutes, 19 minutes. The 19-minute one, it says Bedford Park Boulevard. That means that that specific train is not going to 145th Street. So yeah, it says then you get off. It's telling you where to get off before. So it says get off at 81st Street Museum of Natural History, and then you can click. You have 5 stops. So it tells you each stop. And something I really like about that, Google Maps and Apple Maps also does that too. But I just find that this is just a little easier to read, me personally. Some trains, they have a digital like transit screen. I know that that's not the proper word, but I can't think of it right now. But it tells you which each stop is after the one you're on. So this one says 42nd Street Bryant Park. So say, for instance, that's where you are. That's where you're getting on at. And then you should be able to look at that screen and go, okay, the next stop is 4750 Street Rockefeller Center. So like, then you'll know, okay, I'm definitely on the right train. I'm on the one that goes uptown. So City Mapper is super helpful when it comes to, okay, if you need to go here, you should get on the front of the train, the middle, or the back. Or it'll be like the middle and the back, or the front and the middle. So that's super helpful because If you've ever been to a station, I'm just going to use West Village as a specific example because that station it really matters where you get off at, like which exit, because you can get off on one exit and then you'll be completely far away from where you need to go because you needed to get out at the other exit. I love how specific it is. I love how it tells me where I need to be at on the train, whether it's the front, the middle, or the back. I also find that the train times are a little bit more accurate. I think they're a little bit more in line with the MTA schedule. Yes, of course, you can go to the MTA website and kind of get some more accurate times, but it's not really going to help you navigate and help you get to where you need to go. So that's City Mapper. Okay, so the next app is called Pulsed. Pulsd. This is another app that I have used basically since I first moved here. And I love Pulsed because it allows you to experience the city at not city prices, okay? And that is crucial in this economy. It is very crucial in this economy, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up real quick, and that way you can have a little bit more idea of what I'm talking about. So when you open up Pulsed, it usually comes up with like a little fun fact of New York, like a did you know kind of thing. I clicked off of it, so you won't see it here. But yeah, so essentially just kind of scrolling, it says Italy, you can do like a $75 food and wine festival here. I have definitely used this app for massages at a nice rate. I also found a massage place that I really like, and they let me use this like repeatedly. So this is one place. It's a $33 60-minute massage. You can do a $59 3-treatment spa. You can also go to the Liberty State Park. There's a $39 ticket for the Summer Beer and Wine Fest. And I will say that this app is based heavily on like alcohol or like restaurants. So if this like really not your thing to just like do a lot of drinking, then this app might not be for you. But also it could be for you if you want to just try new restaurants and just like get a nice massage for $33. So it just depends on what you're interested in and kind of what you want to do. But like it doesn't hurt to ever just scroll to see what Pulse deals like show up. Me and my friend who I met in grad school, we used this app a lot because we were basically grad students, you know what I mean? And like we're like, yo, I want to do some things. So we essentially have gone to the Brooklyn Wine Festival for like a nice rate. We've tried some nice restaurants that give you like a bottle of wine and like a 3-course meal at a nice rate. And one thing that we will sit here and talk about, do not tip based on what you paid for the Pulse deal. Because at the end, they will give you a receipt of what the cost would have been and what you're paying. So it is very important that you look at what you would have paid and do 20% of that, okay? If you are not a person who tips 20%, 18%, I guess, I don't really support that. But that's like, it's your money. You do whatever you want. But if the service is good, 20%, okay? Like 20% of what you would have paid. So yeah, you're like, I'm saving money. Don't do 20% on the Pulsed deal so that the server can actually make money, because that's not fair for them. And if you're like one of those people that's like, that's not my problem, blah, 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 then my channel is not for you, because especially I am someone who has worked in the industry for a very long time. I'm currently working in the industry as of right now. And yeah, you just gotta go. So that is one thing that I wanted to say before we continue. So yeah, basically this app, it just has so many great things to do in the city for a decent rate. I've referred my friends to this app and they have used it, and it is not a scam. I know like some people compare it to Groupon, and to me, I feel like this is just a little different. Yeah, there's like, it's the same, I guess you get deals, but this is like very specific to New York. And I feel like Groupon is like everywhere. So Yeah, it also tells you sometimes it is not things that you have to pay for. Like, I think that I forgot the ice cream shop, but they were doing some type of free thing where you can just kind of go from 2 hours, like 5 to 7 anytime, and walk in and get a free ice cream. And I learned about that through Pulse. I did not do it, but I saw it on here. Okay, so a disclaimer with this app, maybe disclaimer is not the right word for that, but what's important to know about this app is you do need to make a reservation. Usually, it also tells you like at the bottom, if you like keep scrolling, here it is, the fine print. Let's keep this same one and I will show you. So it says, may purchase as many vouchers as you like for personal use or for gifting. Multiple vouchers may be combined for larger groups, tax and tip not included, reservations required, and it tells you when this expires. So it says this expires in 3 days. That doesn't mean that you need to buy it and you need to use it in 3 days. You need to buy it before it expires. So if I buy it now, as you can see under where it says the fine print, it expires on Friday, February 1st. So that means I have all the way up until November 1st, 2024 to use this. So that's one important thing to know, because when I first started using this app, I was a little bit confused. I was like, wait, so I got to use this in 3 days. But then when you look at the fine print, it tells you when it expires. I did an escape room for my birthday and it was 7 of us. And I got us a really nice rate where it was supposed to be like $50-something per person, and it ended up being $32 per person. So I ended up having a really good turnout, not only because of the price, but yes, people wanted to be there, but also it was nice to be like, okay, we don't have to pay full price. Let's see what I can do to make this easier on everybody and cheaper for everybody. So that is Pulse. So the next 2 apps are apps that I have not used that much, but I would like to start using in the future. I discovered these apps through friends, and so this app is called S'more. All right, I'm gonna pause real quick because I kept saying the app name wrong. I kept saying s'mores or s'mores, and it's basically like s'more. It's very simple, but throughout this segment, or this section rather, you're gonna hear me say s'mores. Yes, I have also seen this on social media. This app has not been an essential part of my life, but it is something that I would like to make an essential part of my life here in New York. I always go out to eat or drink, and I'm just like, I want to do more things outside of that. Like, I want to, I don't want to always just like, okay, let's go have a drink, or like, let's go eat. So essentially, S'mores is like people who, I don't know if it's just New York City, but I do know that S'mores, they have people that post like, okay, I did this in New York and I did this. This is a nice experience. And then they kind of have pictures and they share it and they share their experience. Right here, you'll see it says rooftop movies near Times Square, which are so cool because there's so many. I learned that there's actually so many places that do rooftop like movie nights, and I want to attend one. So S'mores also kind of helps you get an insight on like some experiences that you actually kind of never really thought of. Joining the book club and making new friends. Roller skating at Pier 2 Brooklyn. Let's see. Roller skating at Pier 2 Brooklyn. It had a good view, and skates are only $8 per person, Monday and Friday, 3:30 to 6. So, like, hello, let me go put on some skates, go have a good time for $8. Like, yeah, I think that this is just like such a cool app. And somebody asks, you can leave comments and stuff. And someone's like, can you bring your own skates? And the author answered, they said, yes, of course. It's basically free if you do. So it's just like S'mores just kind of thinks outside of the box of like restaurants and like wine. Of course, like there's definitely posts about places to go drink and eat. But I think S'mores really helps you kind of get out of that comfort zone and hang out with your friends or hang out by yourself in a different way. So yeah, you can also make an account and kind of cater things to your interests. And I think right now this is my interest right here. Like I was like, I'm interested in coffee and books and like, I don't know what else I did, but you can go ahead and explore this app more. I just wanted to share that in this video. So let's move on to the next app. And the next app is called Flush. This is something that I have not used because usually I go to the bathroom before and then I'm fine. So, or I'm like, or I end up being a customer at a place and I can go to the bathroom. So if you're not from New York City, have never been to New York City, only visited a little bit, you might not know what I'm talking about. So in New York City, it's very common for public places to not allow you to use the restroom if you have not bought anything or if you are not a customer. And I think that this is in place. This is just me speculating. I think that this is in play because I think there's a lot of homeless people and there might just be an issue with that, or like people just might come in the bathroom and just do all kinds of things. Or I think also just to help with the cleanliness, but honestly, I can't speak to that because sometimes the bathroom is not even that clean and it's a place that only allow customers. So I don't really know. I just know that it is very much so a thing here in the city where if you are out and about and you need to go to the bathroom, you have to basically buy something to use the bathroom. And there's also a lot of bathrooms with codes on them. And so you would have to ask the cashier, hey, what's the code for this? Yada, yada, yada. With that being said, I just still wanted to put this app in this video because I feel like this is kind of an unheard app and it is such a common thing to be out and about. You're exploring the city, you're drinking water, trying to stay hydrated, and you know what? I gotta go to the bathroom. But now you're out and about, you're no longer at that restaurant and you gotta pee. Or maybe do something else. You know what I mean? So yeah, so Flush, let me go ahead and pull it up just so you can kind of see it. So let's see, I'm in New York City and I am hanging out. See, there's just like so much on the screen right now. That's a lot. I'm hanging out in Times Square. I'm just choosing Times Square because like, why not? So look, I'm at Joe's Pizza. Joe's Pizza is a very popular spot in New York City. It's like a very famous pizza place that a lot of celebrities have gone to. I think the pizza is also really great. So just a little fun fact. Let's say I'm at Joe's Pizza. Joe's Pizza does not have a bathroom. It's one of those stand-up style restaurants that if you basically don't have seating, you don't have to have a public bathroom. That's just like a fun fact to know. But yeah, there's no bathroom there. I just had a slice of pizza. I drank some water. I'm hydrated. Man, I gotta go to the bathroom. So with Flush, I'm like, okay, let me pull up Flush. Let me see. I'm in the Times Square area. Where can I go to the bathroom? Let's see. Oh, look, it has a Whole Foods. Okay, so look, I'm here. I need to go to the bathroom. Oh, there's a Whole Foods right near me. So I'm at Joe's Pizza. Let's just use Whole Foods, for example. Man, I really gotta pee. I need to just walk over to 6th Avenue and go to this Whole Foods right here. And then I know there's a toilet there that I can go to. In short, Flush just comes in handy when you are just out and about and you really need to go to the bathroom and you don't know where. So that's just something maybe to download if you are going to visit New York. Maybe you already live here, you've been here for a while like me, and like never heard of Flush. So that's essentially it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed. I look forward to making maybe a little bit more videos that's basically talking about my experiences in New York and having been here for 6 years. I think that there's some things that I could share that could be helpful. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye. I said a goodbye, a goodbye. I'll see you in my next video. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, thanks so much for watching. Bye.